hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to you guys with another recap. So today we're talking about the Academy episode 3. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so y'all, it starts off with Sapphire. She decides to go in the studio and drop some beats and was really rapping on her intro. I actually like the intro. It was pretty cute that she did that. It was giving Baby Bot with the raps, but you know, Sister Girl's not a musician, okay? Maybe she should have had maybe Big Lex hop in the booth, you know, helped out with the song, but I think it was cute for what it was, to be honest. So then it starts off, we see Zoe telling the girls she gotta leave. So she's like I gotta leave because of like my situation, and like I never got pregnant before, so it's like I'm just tripping on what I do. Like I don't know if I want to get the baby, I don't know if I want to eat the baby. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the baby. And like, I'm with child. Like Sapphire said, I'm with child. So basically, she's begging the other girls to like vouch for her to stay. And Monty was just like, "You want us to vouch for you to stay? Well, I feel like she should stay because da." Next thing you know, LaRue's just like, "I ain't gonna lie, Zoe, you nice girl, no, but like, bitch, you competition. I don't really give up what you going through. Like, it is what it is. Take your big belly, walk about this house. Like, I don't care." So I'm like, wow. LaRue came on business. She just wants that 10K and go home, right? So Zoe's just sitting there crying and basically weeping as she sits down. And I'm like, if y'all gonna send her home, why even linger her on and make her heart break even more? Just send that girl home. Y'all had her participate in the challenge, which was nice of you guys to do, to try to include her before they shipped her off. But it still probably hurt even more having her be there, being like, damn, I could have been a part of this challenge, right? So they do the challenge, and it's basically like Silent Library, but a chef version. Not gonna lie, they need to bring back Silent Library. I don't know if it's still airing, but that was my show, and I want to do that show with a group of friends. You know how much of a key Silent Library would be in 2023? Whatever happened to that show? For the entertainers that do know, please comment down below whatever happened to Silent Library, because that show was really a good key. So basically how it is the whoever's in charge of the kitchen at the one point has to have another person go cook while that person in charge is talking. So but that person who's cooking, they can't talk, right? So they do the groups or whatever, and they go one at a time. And the whole time we kind of see LaRue and her baby kind of arguing just about the challenge, because they had a little bit of time to kind of like deliberate before they get to the actual challenge. So they had to cook like basically spaghetti, I think like meatballs or something. That food was looking so nasty. It was like, ugh. You could tell Sapphire didn't even want to taste it by the end of the challenge. So her baby's team ends up winning, right? So they get back to the house and they announce a new baddie. And it's P Ford. Okay, P Ford comes on. Pink wig, thick ash, give him whiplash. I think big get cash. I beat up cash. So she stands there coming down the stairs. All the girls are like, "Who's that? Who's that?" Because I think when they were filming this show, Zodiac House season 2, the real season 1, Janina was airing. So that's why I feel like some of the girls didn't know who she was. They probably had to go to the app and watch the show and literally find out who this girl was. But P4, that wig, mama. Whoa. Oh, I was like, whoa. They could have flipped P4 upside down and started mopping up the house with her. Because I was like, damn, P4. So most of the girls didn't really care that she was there or whatever. They just saw her as like extra competition. So we get to where basically Queen D and LaRue get into a scuffle because Queen D's family and I guess LaRue's family were going back and forth on Instagram Live. So I guess Queen D came in there and confronted LaRue, okay? AKA Messy Florida. That's LaRue's nickname, Messy Florida. So she came in the room basically telling LaRue, she's like, "Oh, like tell your family stop messing with my family, okay? Before I get my Timbs, nigga." So apparently LaRue didn't like how she really came out here and approached her. So she starts going off. Mind you, Shaba, I guess, thought that she was a mascot. So she's hopping on the bed. She, woo, 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 oh. She joking and stuff like that and being a big mascot for Queen Mup D. So, of course, LaRue didn't like that. So she's like, what the heck is going on? Like, y'all trying me. So Shaba walks out. She's like, she ain't really on nothing. She ain't really on nothing. Okay. She sounded like Mignon, aka Erica Dixon mama, when she was talking to Mama D. Remember in that C11 hip hop when she like, she talking about nothing. She talking about nothing. She talking about nothing. Okay, so LaRue heard that and she gets mad and she knocked Queen D in the back of the head. She goop. Queen D turned into Beyonce in the middle of a concert. She boop, 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 boop. So she bop. She had knocked Queen D's head. So Queen D turns around. She's like, whoa. So she ends up running to her room, changing. Queen D can't keep her balance for nothing. She couldn't even run up without about to fall. So she changed, she runs, she puts on her Timbs, okay? The gold ones to be exact, the wheat ones to be exact, okay? She puts on her Timbs, nigga. So she puts on her, she runs in a room. She, ah! She was like, ah! So she runs in. Next thing you know, Queen, LaRue said, bow! Not gonna lie, LaRue on that. I'm sorry. Oh. But Queen D redeemed herself later on with Jess. I don't care what nobody say. She was getting Jess towards the end. She redeemed herself later on. So LaRue was baka baka buka baka. Snatched her wig off. Shaba was like, give me a wig, give me a wig, give me a wig. Pass it, pass it, pass it. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Touchdown! So she grabbed the wig and then Queen D's just pissed. She was just like, you keep with me, nigga. Every time, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get my Timbs. I'm gonna square up with you every time, LaRue. You keep fucking with me, LaRue. The fuck? So she's just pissed. She's really, really mad that happened. What I found weird, they didn't really talk a lot about that. They just showed that and then that was it. I was like, that means y'all got a lot of content on the way. If like, because you know how shows, when something happened, they show like 4 or 5 scenes of them talking about it. They just moved on to the next day. I said, okay. That means y'all got some content. Shout out to another. All right. Shout out to the editor. Shout out to Mr. Barrios. I think his name is like Mike or something like that. One of the editors. Shout out to him. Hopefully he could come to the after show. Okay, tonight. So then after that, we see they do another challenge. But before that, Naj basically confronts Shaba, Naj and friends. Basically, it was Naj, Heaven, I think it was Monty, and they were like, "Oh, you need to stop being Queen D's cheerleader because at the end of the day, like, she might not do the same thing for you. So why you keep being her cheerleader? Like, you doing too much. You doing too much, right?" So Shaba's like, she the only one that got my back for real. Like, that's it. Like, I don't really care. And apparently Lucky was trying to fight Shaba, and Shaba was basically hiding under the cover. She was playing hide and go seek. She was really playing hide and go seek with Lucky, and Lucky couldn't find her. So they were basically saying like you didn't have the same energy when Lucky was trying to find you, but you were playing the mascot and the cheerleader for Queen D. You had your pom poms ready, right? So we get to the next challenge, and it's a fashion challenge. And you know what it reminded me of when they had to give their clothes up on Charm School when when Safari was crying because I think she had to give something expensive of hers up, and she was just like, "No, this is about $400. No, 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 this is about $400." And the white guy was like, "No, I'm gonna take it for like $20." And she was like, "Oh," she started crying in the back of the Goodwill. That's what it reminded me of. So it was giving very much nostalgic vibes. So the challenge was they had to basically, I guess, do like this fashion show type thing, like style people, like shop for clothes with a set amount of money and like basically like style like these models or whatever, right? Of course, they were still doing it in groups, right? And by the way, LaRue, I see you, LaRue. Okay, where you had that little bouffant hairstyle. LaRue is sickening low key. I'm like, okay, I see you, Messy Florida. She is sickening low key. I like her hair, like that little hair she had with the little bow and the it was sticking out towards the back. That was nice. So gotta get that to you, LaRue, Messy Florida. So that you can see the girls already having conflict or whatever. So they're like arguing about what they should get for like the models and stuff like that. What clothing they think fits. Who do I think has the best style out of the show? Some of the people I can name, LaRue. She does. You may not like the B, but she does have the style. Okay. Lacey. Who else? I would say Queen D, but Queen D is sometimes it's a heavy hit and sometimes it's a heavy miss. So I kind of understood what happened towards the end of the episode, but those were, I guess, really the two that really stick out in my mind with who got some of the best out of the house or whatever. So they doing a challenge or whatever, and then after they finish the shopping part, we see that basically her baby confronts, basically says that some of the girls been throwing shade at her. So she's like, I just feel like niggas like throwing shade at me. Like, I don't give a fuck, but like, it's just shade. Like, the fuck, like, I ain't really calling nobody out. Like, but it's cool. So then they're like, who's throwing shade at you? Who's throwing shade at you? She's like, but I ain't saying no names, but it's like, the fuck, like, that bitch LaRue and like, that bitch ET, like, you too. Like, the fuck. So then ET's just like, I'm not throwing shade at you though. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that though. No. I'm not doing that. So I'm like, oh shoot, ET about to get activated. But she didn't end up hitting, or they didn't end up fighting her baby. Her baby basically said on a live recently that if she could get in a fight with Naj, that she's not scared with ET. I feel like her baby could beat up ET. Sorry. I'm sorry. Because her baby really surprised me. I thought Naj was going to get an easy W, and Naj had to really put in the work for that W. Okay, you know how you clock in 9 to 5. Naj did a 9 to 8. Okay, she worked a full day shift when it came to fighting her baby. That was never an easy W, right? So they get into like this little argument, whatever. Et was like, "Don't take her kindness for weakness," and like she might snap soon or whatever. But we all know she don't fight this season. So then they do some sort of like icebreaker, and they call it an icebreaker, but it's really them being messy. So they ask, they said, Queen D, come on, and who do you think has the worst style of the house? And they had her like write it down or something, right? So Queen D's just like, I'm not gonna lie, nigga. Feel me? I don't really think nobody could outbeat my Tims or whatever, but like, some of these bitches, they got good threads. You feel me? Like, they know how to dress or whatever, but like, I'm still top tier. You feel me? I'm the winner. But you feel me? Yeah. So she writes the name, but they don't really say who it is. And then he looks at the name, and they have the stylist who basically style Young Thug, Rennie Rucci, a whole bunch of celebrities. He's a well-known stylist. I've heard of him before. So they call up Jess, and they ask Jess, who do you think has the worst style? Jess goes, Queen D. So then finally Deja asked us a good question. Shout out to you, Deja. That's crazy. Deja goes, or did you just say Queen D because you think she wrote your name down? She said you had the worst style? Because I think that was the case too. I thought that was the case. For real, for real. So then um after she just calls out Queen D, she goes and sits back down. And Queen D's just like, you been dead ass picking on me, nigga. Like, you fucking with me in my Tims. You fucking with me in my heart. You told me in that room, nigga. You said, get the fuck out the room. And then, when I was telling you that say Hannah was styling me, you told her she didn't get a good threat count. So what's up, nigga? So Queen D was feeling some type of way. And they showed the flashbacks of basically Jess being slick out the mouth with Queen D and some of the other girls telling her get out the room. This is why I feel like Jess shouldn't have been casted. I feel like she's trying to prove something to us or like impress us when she hasn't been a part of any full series. I don't care if she was a part of auditions. You weren't low. That was to me like they could have put somebody else in her spot. I guess she's bringing the drama. I get it, but like I feel like it's low key unfair to the other girls because like they put in the work by being on a show for like it doesn't matter if it was a day or two, a couple days at a time, whatever. They were on a show. They got casted. You get what I'm saying? No, I don't think she should have got casted. Like that's my opinion. So of course, Queen D starts snapping. She starts snapping, and Jess was like, "Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that." So then I was like, "Damn, they disrespected Say Hannah." Say Hannah probably watching it like, "Bim off Say Hannah, I style everybody up." Like she probably watching it. Nah, I said, "Oh, poor Say Hannah." Okay, so then it looks like Sapphire and crew took a break, and next thing you know, Jess decides to run up on Queen D. So she runs up on Queen D and she gets Queen D sitting. Mind you, Queen D, she doesn't have fast reflexes. So she had like a drink in her hand. She looked like she was about to take a sip, put it down, okay, tie her hair up. By the time you know it was a little too late. Because Jess hopped up on her. She sat on her like a lawn chair and started booka baka booka baka. So she booka baka boo, right? And then security started separating them. Now this is where Queen D, she did her big one with her Tims, nigga. So she starts baka booka. She starts hitting Jess. I said, okay, Queen D, you better defend yourself, Queen D. Do it for New York, nigga. So she baka booka. She starts hitting Jess upside the head, which I'm like, thank you. Cause I feel like she just does too much. Like, you're not like, to me, I consider this like an all-star show. You're not an all-star. Like, you're not even a star. We never seen you. Who decided that was right to cast her? I really want to know. So then after that happens, we see Queen D was just mad. She was just like, man, like I don't even want to put my wig on, nigga. Like these niggas keep playing with me, like she keep playing on my top, like I'm a soft New York bitch, nigga. Like this ain't even fair, nigga. Like, bro, like I don't really care. Like I don't care. I don't care about the Tims. I don't care about the rims. Like I want to fight her again, nigga. Like she was just pissed. I was like, Queen D is mad when she starts crying because Queen D is not even a crier like that. The only time we see her cry was when they hit her Tims. That was one of the only times we see her go, ah! When she starts crying and screaming. So then Jess talks to Sapphire and she tried it though because she was just like, she's been trying me. But from the throwback clips we saw, you've been trying her. Just like you tried Zoe in that first clip. Like you was hella weird with that. Because the girl, this is a show about being better. And Zoe said, I'm trying to be better and trying to like not fight and do all this and stuff. And you were making it seem like she's a weirdo. And you act like this. It'd be one thing if Zoe was saying that and she's on South Central Baddie still. Then you could look at her crazy. But this is the academy. Like you're trying to do better. So like what was wrong with her in saying that? This is what I mean. She's just weird to me. So after that happens, they go back inside. And they get back to the challenge, and they was sewing and all this stuff. I said, okay, y'all really stepping it up. They was sewing clothes, getting some of the models' hairs and stuff together. Next thing you know, Heaven and Monty get into it. And because of something dealing with the styling or hairstyling of some time constraint, so they start getting into it. And Heaven in her confession, she's just like, I ain't gonna really lie. Can't nobody really tell Big Heaven what the fuck Big Heaven go motherfucking do. You feel me? I'm a leader. I ain't no motherfucking follower. So Monty bitch ass want to tell me to wait. No, bitch, I work on my own time. Hello? So she's just screaming after her Monty start getting into it. Mind you, the model in the chair looking like she want to get hit. She like, hold on, can y'all wait until after the challenge? I said, I know that's how that be me. I don't want to get caught in the crossfires. So fight out the door, okay? I don't want to get hit on accident. So she's like, can y'all just like wait? So they take Heaven out and she's just screaming, hello! We're getting sick of that, Heaven. Okay, we get that's your quote and everything, but like you don't have to say it in every instance. It's coming across now like you're like producing yourself. So then after that happens, Monty get out the room. And then Monty and Heaven, start thumping. So they start going at it, and the episode sort of ends there. And of course, Sapphire's just like, no, no, no. But then again, in the back of her mind, she's like, yes, 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 ratings, 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 ratings. Okay, this episode was really good. It was really, really, really good. I cannot wait for the next week's episode. This series, like I'm telling y'all, the editing, the sound effects, everything they've been doing it. This is, if y'all keep up this type of level of production with other shows, they'll surpass Zeus, and I believe in no time. Okay, leave your comments down below what you guys think about this episode, and we are out, babies.
No personal thing.